But yeah, there's a lot of heather here and still an awful lot of gorse. A little bit of brambles now and again, and a few trees.
And as expected, the trees are a lot of birch, a lot of silver birch. The most abundant tree in the Northern Hemisphere is silver birch, and it's usually one of the first trees to colonise an area that's been damaged by fire or logging. You'll initially get a ground layer of light preferencing plants, but as they grow and build up shade, one of the first trees to move into an area is very often silver birch. So that's why when you see sites like this, silver birch is a big part of the process of changing this into...
Or succession.
Or succession it's called, yeah.
As we call it.
Ecological succession is one of the 4 major ecological processes, and it's a vital one. It's one that's often misunderstood by people, not understood by people, that actually damage to an ecosystem is an essential part of it. Ecosystems need the occasional tree fall, they need the occasional small fires, they need the occasional wind damage, because what that does is it sets up a process of natural regeneration, which enables the landscape, enables that bit of the ecosystem to adapt to whatever the new climate, new ecological conditions are. So when a 400-year tree, I think one of the most well-known veteran trees in the country, was just lost in the last set of storms, which is a sad thing because it's such an old tree. But when that falls, what it does is it allows new growth to form in that area, and that new growth will be more closely adapted to the conditions as they are now, not like they were 500 years ago. So trees that started growing 200 years ago during the Victorian period, thereabouts, round about the Victorian period, it was much colder then, much colder. Back in the medieval period, a little bit warmer. So actually going through these changes allows ecosystems to adapt and show resilience to what the climate is at this stage, provided they're given chance to. So silver birch is one of the first ones that generally colonises almost any kind of ecosystem in the UK. There are a few exceptions, but then it's quickly overtaken by species that are more closely adapted to that very unique conditions, the soil conditions, the elevation, that kind of thing. The silver birch is a really adaptable tree.